spent most of my life in Berkshire and Oxfordshire, here in the south of England. And it is a very lovely part of the world. Patchwork of fields and woodlands, rolling chalk hills. It's all very pretty. What we don't have is soaring mountains, deep forests. And if it came up in a pub quiz, you'd probably confidently guess that we also don't have any waterfalls. And yet, the Ordnance Survey map says otherwise. Now I've done some very cursory searching to try and find out about this, and nothing turned up. And that in itself is more than ample excuse to get out on the bike and see if we can track down this very unexpected waterfall. The route we're taking today is a very lovely one. I got the train out this morning from Reading to Didcot, and from there you can get pretty much straight onto the old railway cycle path, follow that for a few miles, and then it's all these lovely gravel access roads and bridleways as you start climbing up towards the ridgeway where this mythical waterfall exists. Some apologies first off. I apologise for the wind noise. I didn't realise till I got underway that I've lost a little fuzzy off my microphone and it is very windy today. Secondly, I apologise for my hair. I know my hair is something of a feature of fun on this channel, but today it is particularly floppy. I just had a shower before I left and I haven't put anything in it, so it looks ridiculous. Third, and kind of getting back to the point in hand, this waterfall is on a little chalk stream that runs down off the ridgeway and then north and pours into the Thames somewhere up near Abingdon, I think. Now, I'm going to apologise for not knowing how to pronounce the name of the little river or the two little villages that it flows between. It is either Ginge or Ginge. I should know because I'm kind of local, but I don't. I'm probably going to go with Ginge just because it sounds, I don't know, it sounds more reasonable. If anyone is from round here and knows for sure, please correct me if I'm wrong or compliment me if I'm right. So after a fair bit of scrambling under bushes and clambering down banks, I found the Ginge Brook, a very lovely little chalk stream in the bottom of quite a deep gully. So what do we know here? What's the truths here? Now, I don't know much about geology, but I'm going to assume that chalk isn't a medium you expect to find a lot of waterfalls in, because it's too soft. So that's odd. Now, it could be that there's some sort of natural inclusion in the chalk, a big node of flint or something, which has coincided with the course of the brook and caused a fall. I don't know how likely that is. It sounds like a thing that could be a thing. Something else that I found though during my scant research for this video is that there was a manor house at Ginge mentioned in the Domesday Book. So that's 1080 February. Basically, there have been rich people here for nearly 1,000 years, and a lot of the land around here feels very emparked. So I wouldn't be at all surprised if at some point some landowner, some lord of the manor, hasn't just said to himself, do you know what, I fancy a waterfall. Got this lovely chalk stream running across my land, let's put in a waterfall. So I think that's probably the most plausible reason for there being one here. But so far I've come down and I see no sign of it. So I'm going to pick my way upstream a little bit, see if we can track it down. What I'm noticing as I pick my way upstream is that there's a lot of bricks and rubble in the stream bed. Now this could mean that once this was a sort of landscaped feature, maybe with bricked up sides or something, but they don't really look like beautiful decorative bricks, they look like old manky bricks. So I have a new theory. Either this is just a ditch that people have been dumping stuff in for many, many years, or maybe there was some kind of water-powered thing here. Maybe there was a little mill or something. And it doesn't seem like there's enough flow to power a mill, but maybe there was more water coming down here back in the day. So I'm wondering if what we're going to find here is not a natural waterfall, but some kind of sluice or piece of, machinery. Right, I think we might have found something here. This, I'll turn around so you can see it. Where is it? This is a man-made structure. This is concrete. It's not decorative, it looks industrial to me, like it was a sluice or a mill or something. So I can imagine that there was a time when the water would have come up behind that and topped over, and yeah, it would have fallen a good metre or so. It's definitely a waterfall. But it's all really crumbled. I mean, you can see it's all been reabsorbed by moss and brambles and stinging nettles. It's all fallen apart a long time ago. And now you can see it's eroded away behind all the concrete blockwork, and the water is coming through there. It's coming through under the roots of this tree. So it's just, there's nothing behind the waterfall to make a waterfall anymore. It's unusual for Ordnance Survey to be wrong, it does happen, and I suppose why would they send anyone down here year after year to check whether a waterfall was still a waterfall? I'm sure they've got better things to do with their time. Yeah, so that's that. So perhaps it just means that that marker on that map that I found is a relic. It's a marker of a thing that was and is no more. Which I guess it's kind of sad, but on the other hand, it's not. It's another one of my rides and my videos that ends with me putting my foot in the river. No, it doesn't. It ends with me just once again hammering home the fact that it doesn't matter where you end up. You know, you find your marker on the map and you go for it, and you don't find your waterfall, but you do find a fantastic chalk stream lined with box trees and hart's tongue ferns, overhung by sycamores with the sun shining down through the leaves and the sound of the water trickling. I mean, it's beautiful. This is a beautiful spot. It's like something from Lord of the Rings. Really fantastic. So I've had an excellent ride. I don't care if I found a waterfall or not. It's just a very, very lovely spot. And I think that's an important message. I think that's important for us all to remember. It doesn't matter if you find your waterfall, as long as the journey there is a pleasant one. There we are, another strange and meandering video to add to this strange and meandering channel. Was that the most pointless thing you've watched in months? Or was it the most profound? You just think about that for a second. For my money, I had a fantastic ride. I got to eat my lunch down amongst the moss and the ferns, kept my feet wet in a chalk stream. Just climbed back up onto the ridgeway now to make my way home as the sun sets behind me. My lungs are pumping, my legs are tingling with nettle stings, dotted with burdock heads. I couldn't ask for anything more. Maybe next time we'll get to go on a proper adventure. Or maybe next time will just be another day ride. Whatever it turns out to be, I will invite all you good folk along to join me for the ride, I'm sure. And hopefully you'll enjoy it as much as you've enjoyed this one. You made it to the end, so I assume you enjoyed it. If this is your cup of tea, then like, subscribe, leave a comment, all that jazz. I'll see you all again very soon.